Okay, that's a foreshadowing statement. I'm waiting to hear the skill after the story. Okay, number 4 is something I learned from one of the greatest entrepreneurs. He has probably invested in close to maybe $100 billion in valuation. It's through Paul Graham. And the 4th tip is build anticipation through context. So you give context, and as you're giving the context, people really want to know what's happening next. Okay, and the 5th one is use your on-screen text to allude to something later in the video. And now, to tie this full circle, right here it says content inception. You've probably been wondering this whole video, what the hell does that mean? Maybe you already caught on. If you go back and you watch this video again, I did every single step in the video leading up to the point. And I used the on-screen text right here, content inception, to bring you all the way to the 5th point at the end of the video.
If you want to be a great creator, for the love of God, you have to understand what is happening on this table. It is the 2018 water bottle industry. Okay, here's the landscape. Liquid Death has just been founded. Aquafina has 13% market share. Evian has 2%, Smart Water, or Fiji has 2%, Smart Water has 7%, and then Dasani has 9%, but couldn't find Dasani today, so whatever. What happened? Liquid Death was founded, and they knew they had to counter position to break into the market, okay? But counter positioning has an underlying skill, which I'm gonna get to, but we have to take a note out of their book. Fast forward 7 years, this year, 2025, and this is their new market share. That went down 1, that went down 1, Fiji went down 1, Smart Water went down 1. Liquid Death went up 3%. And I know 3% might not feel like that crazy. 3% put them ranked number 4th in the water bottle industry. And if you would like to do some math and equate their dollars to views, this would give you about 1 billion views a year. And Liquid Death gave you the blueprint to succeed on content. And it is not copying people, okay? Copying people is no longer working because market cycles in content are moving so fast, people are getting burnt out. Instead, you need to understand that the number one skill, not just in content, but in marketing in general, is pattern interruption. How do you become the Liquid Death of your niche in content? Number 1, you can pattern interrupt by changing your format. What is a format? A format is basically like the visual that people are seeing. Right now, you're seeing an object lesson. That is the format of this video. So if you have a bunch of people yapping in the car, you should go do a green screen. If your niche is full of green screen, you should go do a vlog. A great example of this is the fitness niche. Everyone does like weird shit in the gym where they like lift and look all hot in the mirror. And Jeff Magnuson is doing object lessons just like this. He is effectively pattern interrupting and counter positioning the fitness niche. Okay, second way you can pattern interrupt is by finding a better niche pocket. So what is a niche pocket? It's either you go up into more of a higher tier, so like a more luxury pocket of your niche. You go down and you talk to beginners or entry-level people, or you go cross by adding a flavor to your niche. Let's talk about that one real quick. Andrew Huberman, self-improvement niche. He added science to self-improvement. Shelby Sapp, sales niche, but she is a badass girl. Okay, that is a counter position going cross niche. Third way you can pattern interrupt is through your branding and messaging. This is what Liquid Death did. If you can see, it looks way different. Couple examples of this. My niche, kind of like the personal brand niche, is filled with Miami gurus and like sick ass cars and all these things. I have a poor ceiling and I live in Omaha, Nebraska. I am counter positioning, and what that tells people is that I am more trustworthy, whether that's true or not. It is true. Let me know if I'm gonna get possessed by a demon in the comments. Oh, it's spicy.
How often should you post content? There is not an easy answer to this. Depends on where you're at. Anybody who says don't post daily is wrong. Anybody who says always post as much as possible is also wrong. It depends on where you're at in your creator journey. Okay, if you are a beginner, I'm talking like you've not spent any time trying to learn the skill of content. You need to post less and have more effort into making better videos. Okay, at some point in that journey, you're going to reach a point where you understand content a little bit, okay? It's probably gonna be around like the 25 to 45 intentional views. You're gonna start realizing hooks. Maybe you've listened to some podcasts, maybe you joined a coaching program, maybe you've analyzed some creators. It's gonna start becoming a little bit into your DNA, and you can make quality videos a little bit quicker. Now we need to stretch the accordion, Okay, this is accordion method. I've gotten this from Caleb Ralston. He is Alex Hormozi's creative director, Gary Vaynerchuk's creative director. Okay, you stretch the accordion now, and you need to now start posting 3 times a day. Here is the problem. Please listen to me. For the love of God, please listen to me. Because everyone who I've done this with and I've worked with, they freak out in this moment. Whenever you post 3 times a day, your views are going to get diluted into 3 videos. So if you're usually getting 5,000 views a day, that's going to break up into 3 videos. Might be like 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. But what is going to happen is you're going to panic. You're like, oh my gosh, my videos are getting less views. But if you go into your week over week or month over month views, I swear to you, your channel is growing. And that is what matters. That is what matters, okay? So, yes, your views are going to go down per video just a little bit, but your channel is going to be growing, and that is a good thing. If you're worried about the aesthetic of numbers on your profile because you're not getting 10,000 views anymore, guess what? Get over it, okay? Because your channel is not going to grow that fast if you're just posting 1 time a day once you learn. Okay, now, you run this playbook as long as you can. As long as you can, and it's going to come in cycles. It's going to go up and down, okay? I had somebody who he was just crushing it. He was averaging 10K views, then all of a sudden it spiked and like kind of went down. He hit a couple like 3-figure viewed videos for a while. But in this journey, you should be collecting so much effing data. What videos work? What videos don't work? What on-screen text works? What formats work for me? And you want to experiment inside of this. You should basically be doing a 70 to 30 split. 70% should be stuff that I feel pretty damn good is going to hit. 30% should be wild card videos where you're getting outside of it, out of your box, you're testing new formats, you're just doing other things, okay? Then at some point, like I was getting ready to say, at some point you're going to hit a plateau, okay? Just talking to a girl, she hit this plateau at 50,000 followers. It really depends on your niche. It really depends on your niche. You'll kind of know, okay? And whenever you hit your plateau, you don't want to repivot. You don't want to change niches. What you want to do now is compress your 3 videos a day into 1 really damn good video a day. Okay, so you go back and you find all of your great stuff. Maybe you do a series. Day 1 of trying to chop down a tree because you're a lumberjack creator. I don't know. And you make it a series of 30 days of trying to do it. Or you maybe you get a new format. You hire an editor because your business is probably there. Now you start going a little bit more green screen. You go higher production.